right now we have the list of articles coming from Contentful, but this is not that useful. So we want to maybe click on the link here, and then this will take us to the detail of the article. To do so, we need a unique URL for each article. So we can add that in Contentful. So let's go to our content model, post, and then add field. This will be text, and we'll call it slug. And then we create and configure, go to validation, appearance, sorry, and then select the slug and hit save. And then we want to move this all the way under the title, so when we're editing we see the title and then the slug and then the other stuff. So, and then we need to hit save. Now if we go to our content and we edit our post, you can see the slug was added here. So to give it a unique URL, maybe we can call it Sardinia trip, and then we publish. And also we go here to Prague and add the slug for that. Okay, now this is done. So let's do first some cleanups in our code. So here in the article list, as you can see, we still have the client here, but maybe we'll need the same client somewhere else. So let's move this in a separate file. Let's cut it from here and then add a new directory, and inside of it we add a new client.js, and then we go there. Here we will import first create client from Contentful. So we need to do import create client from Contentful, and then we paste our stuff. Let's fix some indentation, and then here we export our client, so this way we can use it anywhere we want. Then we hit save. So yeah, here we need to remove the Contentful part, and we should be fine. Good, so this is done. Let's go back to our article list, delete Contentful since we don't need it anymore, and then here we just require or import our client from the services, and it's called client, and then we save. So if everything is fine, Webpack is building, we should see the same article list here, and yeah, we have our article list. All good. Okay, so now we need to define the detail of each article. So we call this component single article. So if you go to article here and then add it, and then open it. First, we need to import React as usual. Also, we need to import our client because we need it. So it's in service client. And then we define our class. And of course, we need to also import the component. And then here we need the constructor. Of course, when we have a constructor, we need to call super. And then we set the state, the initial state here. So it will have one article, and for now it's null. And then we load it later. And then here in component did mount, now we need to use our client. But before using the client, we need to check if there is a Slack param that we will send later when we link everything using a React router. And then if that exists, we need to do client get entries. The trick here is to use get entries because it does all the link resolution for us. So we get the author fields for free, so we don't need to do anything fancy. So we need to specify the content type, and that's required when we want to filter. So Contentful will know which fields it will compare against. And then here we need all the stuff with the Slack, so fields Slack, and then this is coming from the params. So let's make it params Slack, and then here actually extract the params from this.props and then here we just call it params as Slack. So here we can do like if params and params of Slack, we get that, and the SDK is promise based. So we need to do this then, and then here we'll receive a response, and the response will get the single article that matches the Slack, and then here we just call set state and then set the article to response.items, like first items. So here we have a response that it's actually a collection response, that's why it has items, and we'll only receive one item, so we get the first one here. So now we need to define our render function, and then here we check, for example, if this.state article, or if not, actually we just return, maybe we can return something like not found for now. Else we do return some HTML that I will copy right now. Sorry. And then this is the HTML that we will use. And then here, as you can see, let's go through it. This is getting the author name. And then this is the publish date. This is the title, and then this is the content. For the content, we'll use a markdown parser, so let's define that. Here it's get parsed markdown. This will accept the content. And then here we will return the parsed stuff, which will be like so. So we need to return HTML, and then it's marked, and then the content, and then we do sanitize true, and then here we need to import this marked that I already installed. So it's basically just npm install marked, and then we save it as a dependency. So we have marked, and then we render everything to an HTML, and then we use here the dangerously set inner HTML inside a div, and then this will show all of the content. So hit save. We have surely a few errors. Let's fix them. Yes, just some white spaces, and everything is fine. So let's now define our router. So we go back to our index.js, which is the main entry point. Now we need to import some stuff related to the router, which is router, and then index router, index route, and then the route itself, and then browser history to be able to use normal links and use the HTML5 push state. And all of this is coming from React router. And then also we need to import some of our component. First is the article list. From article list. Also the single article that we just created. From again article. The main, also we have it here, so everything should be fine. Now we won't render the main anymore. We'll just pass in a route object. Inside of the router object, we need to have a router, and this will get one parameter, which is the history, and now we'll use the browser history, and then we close our router. Inside of it we'll have a main route, and this is for the main path, which is just a slash, which is something like the home or the home page or the main page. This will accept the main, and on side of that we need to close it first, and inside of that we will define our index router, index routes, and this will be our article list. So if you go to the main web page, you will see the main that is containing the article list. Also, we need to define another route for the detail. This route will hold the path to the single article component that we defined. So here, whenever we click on the link, like here, this will get us to articles and then the slug. So here we do :/. This is the change part of the URL, and this is going to the component single article. So that's that, and then this should be it for this page. Okay, I mistyped article here. That's why we have the error. And then the page refresh, and as you can see here we have our element. And then if we go back just a little bit here to our article list item, you can see here I already defined a link to article/article fields and then /. And then article here I got it from the props. So now we need to go to main and change some stuff. So instead of rendering the article list, we don't need to do that anymore. We just need to return this.props.children, and then we hit save. All good, everything renders perfectly here. And then now if we click on one of the articles, we should see the detail of the article. So here, if I go here, there's like this not found flashes, and we can fix that here. For now we can like replace not found to loading, and then we can deal with the error handling later. Can have something like loading, but of course we can have something like a flag in the state saying like loading true, and if loading true and article still null, this means that we didn't find the article or something happened. But for now, we just assume that everything should go fine as long as you have internet. Yeah, now should be fine. We go back, we go to Prague, and yeah, so here Prague, this is the Slack that we defined, and all should be fine now.